Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing a very requested one. If you watched my products that I regret buying video that I posted, I think it's 2 videos ago, and someone asked in the comment section if I wanted to do the full face of products that I hate video. And I was like, that's kind of scary. Hate is a really strong word. But I wrote in the comment section that if you guys really wanted it, then you should like the comment. And a lot of you guys liked the comment. And also I asked you guys on Snapchat which videos you wanted to see me do. And so many of you guys want me to do the full face of products that I hate video. So I thought I should just do it. I know this was very, very popular like 4-5 months ago or something like that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And yeah, I thought it would be a cool video to do. And first off, I thought it was kind of scary because hate is a really strong word, and it's not like a word that I like describing my products with, you know, because I know that brands work really hard to create really nice products. I'm doing this to help you guys, and also I thought because I do these products I regret buying videos, I thought it would be helpful to actually show you how they look on my skin and why I don't like them, so you guys can see what I'm actually talking about. So yeah, if you want to see this video, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to kind of prime my skin, this is not really a primer, but I don't really know when else to use it. But this is the Body Shop Honey Bronze Face Gel. I just felt like this was a really patchy product. It's like comes out super dark like that, and I don't really feel like it gives me that much of a color. Kind of disappeared, but at the same time kind of looked patchy. So I wasn't the biggest fan of this. I would definitely not say that I hate this product, and I don't necessarily hate all of these things. I just don't care for them, you know. But this video tag is called, you know, products that I hate, so I'm just gonna call it that. Now you can just see it just didn't do anything. It's just like an extra step that I didn't like to apply to my face. Okay, so for foundation, I thought I would include one of the products that I had in my products that I regret buying videos. So I was originally going to use the Clinique Super Balance Makeup, but then I actually saw this one, and this is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. And I just have to say first, this is an amazing foundation to use on models if you're doing runway, if you're doing photo shoots. Has very light coverage, make your skin look like skin, just kind of evens out the skin. But for me and the way that I like to apply my makeup, this is just not good at all. It's like the worst thing ever. And also I remember we always used this one on the makeup school that I went to, and always my foundation looked super horrible after like 1 hour. Like I couldn't walk out with this foundation. It was that bad. But this is supposed to have a light coverage. Some people say you can build it up to full coverage. I don't think so at all. You have to build it up in like 20 layers, and it's just not gonna look good. So I'm just gonna apply this, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I'm also gonna use a beauty blender that I really dislike. This is the Inglot Beauty Blender. I just don't like it. It's way too hard, and it just kind of punches my skin. And today especially, it's definitely not good. I've been sick now for almost 2 weeks. Been laying straight out in the bed. And because I've been so like stuffed and, you know, my face has been hurting like crazy, this is not gonna feel good on my skin because it really just punches my skin. So this is gonna be like torture, but I'm doing it for you guys. But I'm just gonna apply the foundation. And I'm not gonna try to make this look horrible. I'm just gonna apply it like it is, and then just kind of describe to you guys what I like about it, what I don't like about it, why I dislike it. So this one just has very, very little coverage. So I don't know if you guys really think that this did anything for my skin. I don't really think it did anything. It just kind of made me a little bit more oily. This is the result that I got. Very, very glowy, not really a lot of coverage. You know, personal opinion, I'm not the biggest fan. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock-It concealers. I really don't like these on my skin. Like when I just apply them, they look okay. When I set them with powder, hell no. So I'm going to use first the L7 color just to conceal. And yeah, if I got this in darker shade, it might be better. But for under eyes, it's definitely way too dry. Way too dry. I'm just going to conceal underneath my eyes. Then I'm actually going to go in with the white one, which I don't like the white one at all. I thought this would be nice and highlighty. It looks like it would be very highlighting, but it just kind of disappears and doesn't really do anything. I'm not saying that you are going to hate these products, but I'm just giving you like a little heads up that I don't like them. This combination is not good. Like this beauty blender with this concealer, no, no, no. Okay, so to set my skin and also bake, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which you guys know I really don't like this. I felt like it was a period in YouTube where absolutely everyone was talking about this one and loved it, but now I feel like more and more people are coming out saying that they didn't like it. So sometimes you just have to wait with like the hype to just kind of drop, because then you can really realize what's really good and not. Because I thought that this would be like the holy grail best powder ever, but for me it's way too dry, way too dry. So I'm just gonna set my under eyes. I'm also gonna do pretty heavy, you know, baking. Sometimes this powder can look nice, and sometimes it doesn't look good at all. So it just kind of depends on, I guess, the product you use underneath, or it just isn't consistent, I feel like. I could never use this before a big event, because then I would not be sure if it would look good. So I'm gonna let this bake for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna move on to my brows, and I'm gonna use the Bare Minerals powder, brow color powder, like the powder that comes in this little thing. And to be quite honest, I've only used this once, but I just don't get it. Like, who wants a brow powder in like a loose form? It's just too messy. And this color was just kind of weird, in my opinion. It's supposed to be good for like blondes, but it's just a little bit too warm. And also I don't like brow powders that much. I feel like brow powders were so popular, but now I don't see anyone use them anymore. They're just, I guess they just look powdery. You can make it work, of course. Like if you have this, definitely make it work, but I didn't have any brow product that I like hated. Then for an eyeshadow base, I'm going to go in with the Body Shop eye color sticks, which I don't really like too much. I think they're way too sheer. When you look at this color, it looks really, really pretty, like a really nice, I don't know, purpley plum color. When you apply it on the eyes, it just kind of looks grayish, and it just isn't the best. But I don't really like these like stick eyeshadows. I just never really been a big fan, so if you really like it, you might like this one. As you can see, it just kind of looks patchy, weird. I don't know. Then this powder is going to sit a few more minutes. I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the Maybelline The Nudes palette. My mom really likes this palette, and I've seen so many other people like it. It's okay, but if you have tried a lot of eyeshadows and you know eyeshadows really well, this is not the best thing ever, you know? It just isn't as pigmented as I want it to be. All of the colors just kind of end up looking the same on my eyes, and you can definitely get better palettes at the drugstore. I really like sleek eyeshadows. I think those are really, really good. I'm just going to use a few of these just to kind of make some sort of a look. If I was going to, you know, make this work, this is like the colors that I would use. That brown color was actually kind of pigmented, this brown one. Pretty nice brown. So now I'm just going to go in with this brown color, this bronzy one. I feel like this one looks nice. Okay, so I have to say something. This palette is not the worst ever. I just tried a new palette from YSL. I really didn't like it. So I'm not saying it's just because this is like a cheaper palette, like more affordable palette, is not good, because as I said, I just tried a palette from YSL that I didn't like, an eyeshadow palette. So it's not like about the price or anything like that. And you can make this work. If you like these colors, if you're on a budget, you can definitely make it work. But I just feel like if you have tried like Urban Decay, Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and you want them to be very intense, like the shimmer wants to be super foiled, the matte wants to be super pigmented, this isn't really up there, okay? So that's like, I'm gonna leave you with that, you know? And now we're gonna dust off the bake, and now we can see how it looks. Oh my god. Oh my god, because I baked on the, like, right here, I kind of forgot this area, which I never really apply something here. Oh my god, that just made it look so weird. Also underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use this Bare Minerals Well Rested powder, which again, it's just one of those powders that I don't really like. I don't see the hype about this. It's really, really popular, but I just didn't love it. So I'm gonna set this underneath my eyes. I feel like it just looks kind of heavy. Also makes my under eyes look very yellow, this powder. And I don't know, I feel like it's just kind of heavy. Then I'm going to go in with this mascara. This is probably the worst mascara I've ever tried. This is the Insta Curl Lash from MAC Cosmetics. It was horrible. So horrible. And this one also flakes off really quick. But I can't show you guys that because, you know. So now I applied some of this mascara, and as you can see, it just doesn't do enough. Yeah, wasn't the biggest fan of that one. So now I'm going to move on to the face, and I'm going to contour my skin. I'm going to use this Balm Desert from The Balm. It just has a weird tone to it, and this is like a rosy tone. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, it just looks kind of heavy. And I'm using my favorite contour brush, which pretty much makes anything look good. You see, it just has that super weird color to it. No, this is not good. Not good. If this color is something that looks good on your skin tone, you might really like this. But because the color just really kind of crashes with my skin, that's the reason why I don't like it. For highlight and blush, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Illuminating Trio, which you guys know I don't like at all. I talked about this one in my last Products I Regret Buying video. So I'm going to use the blush and also the highlight, which is cracked, but I'm just going to use, you know, what's left of it. So I'm going to go in with the blush, which is so sheer, so glittery. This definitely doesn't give you any color. You don't get any color out of this product. You just get random flakes of glitter all over. Like, you don't get any color payoff at all. Just get random glitters. That's what you get with this. Then we're going to go in with a highlighter on a highlight brush. Picked up a ton of product. I just don't see any shine, like, at all. I don't see any shine. I can't see how anyone can get a shine with this highlighter. It doesn't give you any shine at all. It doesn't give you anything. It just leaves you with glitter, you know, things all over your skin. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you any glow. And I applied a ton. I'm even applying more. Doesn't do anything. Anything. And then for lips, I'm going to use this Ben Eye lip palette for basically the reason that I just want to show you guys how horrible this type of a color looks on my lips. This type of a shade is like the worst thing ever. For me, it makes me look so pale, it makes me look horrible. I hate that color. So I'm just going to show you how that color looks on me. And also, I think pretty much all of these colors are colors that look horrible on me. And this is the California Sunset palette. You know, it's great if you're a makeup artist, if you use a lot of bright colors. But other than that, I don't see the point of having this. And I'm not the biggest fan of lip palettes in general. This formula is not good either. So you can see the color, it just kind of makes me look cheap. It just doesn't look like an expensive lipstick, you know, it just looks cheap. And also the formula and the scent of this just kind of, it just smells cheap and feels cheap on the lips. It just doesn't feel like a high quality product. So this is how the look ended up. I don't hate the look. I'm not saying that this look is horrible, and because it isn't. It is not horrible. But I must say I was more impressed with this palette than I thought I was gonna be. So, you know, it was definitely better than I thought. So that's definitely something to, you know, take in consideration. I didn't hate it. So yeah, that is how this look ended up. Hope you guys liked this video and thought it was a cool idea. If you guys like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye, guys!